Well, guys, it finally happened. Sean Combs got arrested. Puff Daddy or P Diddy, whatever you want to call him, got arrested for molesting. On a serious note, Sean Combs did get arrested for sex trafficking, and I don't think a lot of us are surprised. I know 50 Cent's probably somewhere laughing his ass off because he's been warning the world about this for a long time. We also saw him get raided not long ago, 5 or 6 months ago, and then he started dancing in Miami, and we're like, oh, this dude's definitely up to something. We also have heard stories of rappers going to house parties of his, and they always say, hide your booty when you're around Diddy. And I'm not talking about your girl's booty or your gold. I'm talking about your booty, because he's going to get it one way or another. Okay, so according to NBC, Sean Diddy Combs, who was arrested last night at a hotel in New York City, has been charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. At a hearing today in Manhattan, Combs pleaded not guilty. He was denied bail and will remain in custody.
I hope you like prison food and penis.
Hold up. He actually might. Hey, if you think Diddy is innocent, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Good for you. But if you're like me and you've seen this video we're about to watch, you know Diddy is capable of doing anything. I fully believe he is capable of committing the crimes he's being charged of and thinking he could probably get away with it. So here's the video. Diddy comes out. He starts running down the hall. Come here. The sound effects are probably not necessary. I just wanted you to really get a feel for that. And I'm not sure how CNN is with monetization, even though I'm not monetized, so I don't give a shit. I thought it was funny. But the situation is not funny. It's interesting, and I think a lot of people feel that way. That's why we get documentaries over every little thing that happens. Michael Jackson. We're going to get a Diddy documentary. It's going to come out in 2 weeks from now. Michael Jackson, Diddy, R. Kelly, all of the guys, Epstein. It just makes for good content, and people like to laugh about it, even though it's messed up. We have dark senses of humor, and I think the internet has really desensitized us whenever it comes to things like this. Speaking of funny, if you're like me, you probably get your news from the greatest news source in the world. They're not biased, they just post facts, and that's Puberty. And Puberty has come out and said officials seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from Diddy's homes during raids. I can't imagine what you would need all that lube for, unless you were diddling and just doing a lot of the dirty. I tend to find that people that commit these crimes are sex addicts. Really, hear me out. R. Kelly. Huge sex addict. They're just not getting enough. Their mind, they might just have too much money or too much time on their hands, and they can't live a normal life. They got to have more and more and more. And they get to the point to where they start doing messed up stuff like drugging people and sex trafficking and minors or whatever it may be, because they got too much. And of course, the people have come out and left some amazing comments for us. Anyone who has more than one bottle of baby oil needs their hard drives checked. I agree with that. You know, unless you have a baby and you got all that baby oil, what are you doing with it? Are you just lathering yourself up and running around the house, slipping, sliding, just doing all kinds of weird stuff? So save some for him. He's going to need it in jail. Yeah, that he is. That he is. He's going to slide right into jail and into something else, if you know what I'm saying. So people are having fun with it. Like I was saying, it's dark, but I think what people really are doing here is they're just fascinated by the whole situation and want to make light to something that's dark. Okay, so let's get back on topic. I got a little distracted there. That just happens, ADHD, whatever it may be. Let's get back in and let's talk about what's really being discussed in this case, because there's a lot of new updates that are constantly happening. So Combs allegedly used his powers to abuse, coerce, and fulfill his sexual desires. Makes a lot of sense whenever you think about the kind of guy he is and the position he was in, whenever you have a huge empire like that, it's easy to take advantage of people that are wanting to work their way up. Maybe they have a family to feed, a career they heavily desire, especially in the music industry. You'll have probably some people willing to do anything, selling their soul, selling their booty, anything. Another one. Freak offs is what they're calling this. So it's a freak offs. Combs accused of forcing and recording sex acts. That's actually a dope name. A freak offs. Yo, bro, we're going to have a freak offs. So federal prosecutors accused Combs of forcing victims into sex acts that he allegedly called freak offs. Now that I say that, that's not cool at all. Acts which he recorded for his viewing pleasure. Combs used force to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. Court documents charged. Why is that always a thing? They have to record it just for more evidence to be held against them. It's like, dude, you recorded a sex act and you didn't even throw it away or burn it. And now they raided your place and they find it and they're like, what the? This guy is a freak. But that was always a thing. I mean, they found R. Kelly's. I bet they found Epstein. I bet they found his. It's probably one reason they, you know what I'm saying? They got rid of him. And who only knows? I think it's a power thing with these guys. If they record somebody committing a sex act, they can use it as blackmail for in the future. Drugs fueled, days long, freak offs. That sounds like a rap battle thing. You know, I'm gonna have a freak off, bruh. Freak offs used to ensure obedience, prosecutors say. Sex abuse allegedly directed by Combs was fueled by drugs and often went days at a time, prosecutors said. Victims were filled with drugs to control them for long stretches of time. Authorities said with participants typically having to get IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion. Wow. So he was drugging these fools up. I bet they were going to have a great time, right? Oh, I'm going to a Diddy party, man. We got the boats. We got everything you need. Oh, Diddy's offering me a little cocaine here. That's nice of him. You know, that's a really cool dude. He's handing me a bump. I love that guy, right? And then it comes 1, 2 o'clock and you're sitting around, your jaw's about to fall off your face and you're in the kitchen looking around like, oh shit. And Diddy's looking out of his closet like, hey man, you got the booty? I can see these people were probably going to have a good time, whatever it may be. You know, you're with a celebrity and then it ends up getting weird and now you're forced to do these sex acts on camera and then he ends up holding it against you. It's this fucking long thing, right? Let me know what you think about the whole situation. If you think Diddy is innocent or if this is an innocent until proven guilty situation. The guy, to me, has always been a little weird. All the stories of him, if everybody's saying it, there has to be some truth to it. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Leave a comment, like the video, do whatever you want, and I'll see you next time.